Hello. That's me. I'm on the other side. And then we have Nick.
Switch places. Perfect.
There you go. And I wanted to, this is our camera angle number 1. I also wanted to show you this. This is our camera angle number 2. Just kidding. There you go. And we're able to kind of just play around with that. And so those are our 2 camera angles for today. And then what we also wanted to show you are our 2 dance phrases. Let's get that started. Our 2 dance phrases and our audience dance along phrase. Let's get you started with that. So let me start the music. Nick, if you get ready for dance phrase 1. All right, here comes. Nice. Nice. And that was our dance phrase number 1. Let's go on to our dance phrase number 2. Nice. That was our dance phrase number 2. And let's go to dance phrase number 3. Can you get a little closer to, so, there you go. I'm just gonna turn down the music just a little bit. Yeah, you wanna show them our audience dance along phrase? Go for it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that was our audience dance along phrase, and I'm gonna show it to you, and we're gonna show it to you and teach it to you. So what I did notice, we're drawing a question mark. To us, it's the right direction, but to
we do it this way.
I was gonna say, if you want to do it with your left hand. Oh.
I see.
So yeah, and so if you guys want to join us, our audience dance along phrase is you start with a question mark, and you put a dot, and then we go, fingers and pointing together. Yeah? So our very first one, question mark, dot, fingers point together. Second one, same thing, question mark, dot, we go to an X. Again, one more time, question mark, dot, third time goes to a circle, and then our last time, question mark, dot, goes to a hug, kind of embracing the question. Yeah, so we're doing it with our left hand and going left, making the question mark backwards, because for the video sake wise, it puts it the right way. But feel free to do it with your right hand if you want to, facing you, like as if you're writing it down on a paper. Or if you want to do it with the left hand and do it going back, not backwards, reverse, so that the people would see your question mark in the right orientation. So again, question mark, dot, fingers together. Question mark, dot, X. question mark, dot, circle, and the last one is question mark, dot, embrace. And that's our audience dance-along phrase. So we have our two dance phrases for you, our audience dance-along phrase. Yeah, and it's all based off that theme of that picture. So we have one person in Zoom today. Hi, Carmen. Thanks for joining us. Do you have any ideas of what you would like to see our friend, how you would like to see him move? If you have any ideas of what it might feel like for him to move, and we can help you translate your ideas into those movements. Or maybe you're just kind of watching along today. And there's no rush. There's no end product. This is the product we created with you.
And just watching is fine too. We also have some folks watching on Facebook Live, so I'll be monitoring their comments as well if they've got some suggestions.
Okay. Well, we can just get started. If again, anyone can jump in and say ideas whenever they want. But we'll get it started on our end. And then feel free to join in or just watch the creation today. So the theme is that question mark, and we have no intro, we have no beginning. So I'm wondering, it should be something where we fade in. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like you wake up. You kind of wake up. You know when you had like that type of rest where you're just confused when you wake up. Yeah. So maybe we just have you lie down.
Should I lie down to prepare for that first movement, or do you want to go more in the center?
We'll just have you lying down in the center. We'll just start it there.
Okay, so he's gonna start falling down.
I think so. Start lying down.
I'm wondering if we should start, because our theme is this very interesting image.
Uh-huh.
I know we're not really showing that this specific image in the dance, but it might be interesting if he traced this shape either on his body or maybe on the ground, just to start us off and have that reference.
Should we start it? Sorry, I'm going to see if I can adjust the lighting. He wants to draw it on the ground? Are you saying that? Sorry, excuse me. I was just trying to. So we can.
Maybe we can hold one, because I like him starting on the ground that you have set up to, but maybe you can either hold to one side and trace the pattern on the ground while he's still there, or trace it on his body while he's lying down. Maybe and then when we've established this, because the scheme is really good, we haven't used a line
Yeah.
or a theme before, so I think it's maybe interesting to sort of start with that.
And is he tracing it on the ground? You said in the ground or in the air in front of him?
I was going to say either on the ground or on the same line.
Maybe a few times?
Yeah, maybe one each.
So that was the first time drawing it on your body, lying down. So he's going to draw it on his body, and then he's going to flip and draw it on the ground there.
Yeah.
Could you do a walk on the ground? Yeah. And go into a circle. Yeah, just keep going. And then I would say draw it again. Yeah, once you come around. I guess so, walking around. And then how can you get up while still continuing the circle? Yeah, could you, I know that worked. That worked. Could you take your time though in getting up in that circle? Yeah. That'd be cool, yeah. So he's just on the ground, draws his question mark on his body, goes to the side, draws it on the side here. It's gonna go about half circle-ish, draw it. Again, and then he's gonna half circle and just slowly get higher and higher and higher. Cool. That looks cool. Right on. And so that kind of brings him to the center, standing. And I'm sorry the exposure is like really contrasty. For some reason I can't change it on my. I mean, we could. One blind is. Let me close this one. See if that helps.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well. Oops. Watch the real life, not the recording. The recording is delayed. Okay. I'm almost wondering, Nick, could you start the whole thing, up here, so we can kind of see it?
Yeah.
Some more. Yeah. Back up to, and then why don't you turn and face your feet towards the camera in the mirror, towards the camera lens in the mirror.
I see.
Yeah. How about that? Okay. We're gonna chill out here, and he's gonna do that. Boom, boom. Draws there. He's gonna draw on his left. Draw again. Boom, and he's just gonna slowly get up in the circle. Nice. All right, yeah. And so I guess that's our intro. We can try that with the music. Sure. Nice. We'll just play the music just a little bit so we can hear this. All right. So the music is just, I don't know what it is, these little bowls or something that they're hitting. All right, cool. What should we do next, y'all? All two of you.
A tag team of choreographers.
Tag team of choreographers. So you saw him. He just kind of got up, and we're here, and the music kind of goes through like these little, sounds like singing bowls or something, just kind of tapping them. And we kind of started off with the image, the shape of the image, and whatnot. I don't know if there's a struggle. It's more of a question. You know. So does that?
It seems like we're creating like a question mark struggle on the ground building.
Uh-huh.
That he's using some weights to get up off the ground, and then when he's, by the time he's standing, the music is like very, at least on Zoom, it sounds very quiet to me.
Yeah.
Like the singing bowls or whatever.
Yep.
Right? So I'm wondering if we can like continue that sort of like internal struggle. Once he's standing, by doing like one more drawing of this image that we're working with, but like just his like I guess if he was drawing it, like if he had like a pencil between his ribs or something, we're just trying to draw it that way.
Drawing it with your ribs.
Yeah, but maybe like a little bit slower and heavier.
Yes, into that circle, spiral, then it goes kind of down, scribble. I don't. How do you do the dot?
Sure.
There is, I mean, if you really want to, because there's a line on the top, so, I mean, you could do, I don't know, that to a bow is too much. Maybe we don't need that line at the top, because you just go into, boom, with the down, squivel, and dot. and that's kind of that's our struggle. So he's gonna just get up in that, and it's just gonna kind of smooth right into that, yeah. So if it's still that dot, like, and you do that land, do you like grab yourself? Do you like come, boom? Jump up, land, and just like kind of comfort yourself. Because what do you call that? We established that there's a struggle, right? And it's a question, and he's gonna go and comfort, after the dot, comfort himself. Something like that?
Yeah, cool. Oh, and hi Carlos, thanks for joining us. We're making a dance based on this image. So maybe since we've got more people joining us, we could go from the top just so we know where we are.
Okay. Yeah, show you what we got so far. We didn't get too far in. So it starts off with lying on the ground, and he's going to draw the image on his chest. Draw the image on the ground. He's going to draw the image again on the other side. And then he's going to try to get up. It's going to take some time. Now he's drawing the image with his body. that's where we got to. Nice. Can you still do that kick before the boom and then go into there? And that little kick is the dot of that little question mark thing and down. So that's where we're at, Carmen and Retro. We just kind of just started, and that's where we're at. So he's in this ball on the ground, and we're kind of figuring out what to do from here. We talked about it was a little bit of a struggle and whatnot, and then the music right now is kind of like singing bowls. If someone's just kind of knocking on them.
So feel free. So Retro, since you're joining us, and since you're going to be part of this process on Friday, which I'm excited about, to participate, you can absolutely unmute yourself and turn on camera. You don't have to. If you have any suggestions for what you want to see Nicholas do next, you can also type it in the chat. And then I've also got people watching on Facebook Live. So when anyone on Facebook, feel free to offer some suggestions in the comments there, and we can put them all, we'll throw all of our ideas into this dance. There you go.
I'm just about to head over to, where are we going, Albany? Yeah, we're about to head out to Albany, but I want to hit around with this with you guys because I really like the concept of this. So I'm going to mute myself and follow along.
Right on, man. Nice seeing you. So let's just continue on. So if he's in a ball and if it's kind of questiony, like I feel like there's gonna a question is gonna arise and grow. So, yeah. Does it? I almost like what you did. Does it fall? Huh? Yeah, it's just like holding on, like, what is this thing? And
Okay. How should I follow?
something like that.
Can you make it like an ugly splatty ball?
Splatty fall.
Splatty fall?
Just on my
Yeah, do it. I mean, as long as I'm protected.
Yeah, as long as you're okay with that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he a question arises, and it just goes boop. Nothing. And so almost, do we need another question? And that's going to take him up? Yeah.
We should probably get it to standing at some point.
Yeah, so I would say this question should take him, this one falls down, and another question takes him, maybe this is a bigger question, so it takes you all the way up. Yeah.
And maybe now that he's standing, do one of those phrases, the
Dance phrase?
pre-made phrases, yeah. I'm not sure which one would feel best from where he is right now.
go either way, I think. I could go right to the second one. You could turn it into the first one.
So what Nick is saying is it can kind of go into any of the dance phrases, the pre-built dance phrases. It can go into. So this one is more of a struggle dance phrase, I guess. Yeah, or he can go in.
Dancer's choice.
That's a really hard decision.
I would say do the smaller one first. We'll start with the smaller one. So this is the pre-built dance phrase. This is our I believe our first dance phrase, pre-built.
Should I do it in its entirety?
I guess so. Yeah, do the whole thing.
Sure.
Boom, boom. Because this one, also ends in a question here.
And it goes to the other side.
And it goes to the other side. So what you saw was a pre-built dance phrase, and we're just going to tag that along. We're going to tag that on to after after he hugs, he falls down, and he gets back up to the other side, does a question, and then he's going to go into our first pre-built dance phrase. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, and it ends it ends on the other side. And so I'm wondering if I should get camera angle number 2 happening. I don't know, I feel like also I feel like Retro has some moves that he wants to show us. I know he said he was just gonna follow along. But I can see him dancing in the background, man. It's just like, I wanna see.
Definitely put that in.
I wanna.
What I'm doing right now, so as you can see, it's me and the dogs, but got my link here. So, as you guys are seeing, I'm choosing for whatever I'm getting. So yeah.
Great.
Pretty interesting dancing.
Dan? Sorry, you're teaching?
Yeah, I'm currently teaching my significant other. So you got 2 people on this camera.
Oh, cool. Right on. Okay, so I guess we'll just continue on. But again, we would love to hear your ideas. We don't want to hog all the fun on this side. And so it gets you to here.
I feel like the dog has some suggestions.
Yeah.
A lot of tail waving.
Then should it just have some waving? He just comes to the center and just like what? And I don't know. I almost feel like the question happens, and it wavers, and just have it float away, and just go, and let it just float away. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Now we're just gonna make some movement. What happens after we let this question float away? We're talking about a question. We're gonna let it float. Boom, 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 boom. And if we actually kind of let's make some movements happening going this direction. Once those questions float away, I don't want to say more questions arise. let's talk about maybe it gets a little bit more of a lighter feeling. So maybe there's a running.
Why don't you go more water like waving from there? It kind of looks like you're waving the question out here, but then when it's about you let it here, because it sounds like you want like sort of a questioning movement, but a flowing movement as well. Yeah. Yeah. So then like if there's like, oh no, the person like questioning
Goes to him.
like touching parts of my body, but then also the flow of waving. So like I guess questioning where this weird waving comes from, kind of where my head first goes.
Yes, that's awesome. So it seems like we're gonna go, and then, yeah, I don't know, here, yeah, through. Yeah, and I think you're gonna just maybe you can follow, so with your right hand, as you go up from here, goes to your chest, and then you kind of roll there, and you're just gonna, I guess you'll just, and then follow it up to your left. And then I guess make it come around. Yeah, something. And then, I don't know, you can gather the legs. Right. Boom, boom. Something. Question, floaty. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm honestly trying to just get us here so I can flip the camera angle.
Travel a little bit more.
Yeah, travel maybe. And so there's a few things happening. We talked about, we got the idea from Retro that the question kind of goes into the body, and it's going to kind of wave through the body. And then on our side, we're trying to get him towards more of this. Just a little off screen so we can go to, we can go to camera 1 and we can catch him here in camera 1. And I just want to let you remind you guys, camera 1 floats and moves. So we can switch to this camera angle. We only have 2 camera angles. We only have that wide shot and we have this one. And then from here we can kind of dance where he needs to be and we can kind of follow him. But I would like to show you what we have so far with the music.
That might help.
Yeah.
If I remember that.
So we're going to go back to the beginning, show you what we have with the music. And show you what we got so far. And here it comes. Wait. So he's drawing the question on his body, on his chest. He's going to go to the other side. He's going to draw it on the ground. He's going to draw it again. Now he's drawing it with his body. Question dot here. Question is going to arise, but it's just going to fall short, fall flat, fall flat. Another bigger question will happen, and we're going to go into the first dance phrase. So this is again our first dance phrase, a pre-built dance phrase. We said add it right here. So he's still doing this. The first dance phrase ends in a question. And then we're going to say how this question is going to get into the body, right? So I'm just gonna go back to camera 2. And I have so many buttons to press. Okay, where we're at. All right, cool. See ya, Retro. So we got, it ends, the first dance phrase ended here. Don't worry, me too. Oh, wait, yeah. Didn't we have it float away first?
Right.
It floated away, and then it waved into the Carlos's idea, and they waved through the body, and we kind of got these big steps, and that took us about to this corner, and that took us to our next camera angle right here. So this is where we're at, y'all. You guys? I think. So Suzanne, could you put the theme on the, could you show the theme again?
Just checking and making sure I'm not holding it up there. Okay, go.
So the theme is that image, and it's based off a question, kind of a question mark. And again, somebody asked me how I was feeling, and I didn't know how to write it down, so I drew that, and I said, "This is how I'm feeling." I'm like, "This would be a great theme for an Insta ballet." And so,
I'm gonna try to pin myself because people on Facebook see this
gotcha.
while you're talking. I think now we're both spot. This is our meeting.
And that's the theme. Awesome, thank you. And it led us all the way to here, where Nicholas is kind of in the corner, and we're kind of facing one another right now. What type of movements should we do?
So Antonio,
Yes.
I'm sorry I got here late, so I'm just catching up. But the question, as I get it, has evolved from his body out.
Yes.
His big steps forward. He's chasing the question, he's reaching for the question. Or he could be.
He could be. So am I the question then? And then he's going to come towards me. Keep following me. Oops.
He's reaching for the question and he gets it.
He gets it?
Get it.
He grabs it. Oh, yeah, like that. Up to the hand, grabs it, pulls it back,
Pulls it back. Uh-oh.
and examines it.
And he what?
Examines it. Pulls it back and then examines it.
I like that.
Yeah, that's fun. Hold on, let me fix this focus. Where are we? And so, yeah, I mean,
I like that.
hold on. Can I do this? Yeah, why don't you go to your, which way you want to go first? Tilt your head. I'm going to follow you.
Huh. Okay.
Is that too much? Okay, cool.
I don't want anyone to get motion sickness.
Yeah, I try not to do it too much, not too much gimmicks. Okay, so let's back up.
Here. Here.
And he's gonna go here. Boom, grabs it. Look at it.
Examines it slowly.
Into. Yeah? Nice. And then, yeah.
He likes it, so he grabs it and dances joyfully with it. Or what?
What if he kind of like pulled it in towards you a little bit, like you grabbed it and then push it away? There we go. And then he can maybe dance now?
Yeah, do some twirls around joyfully. He likes what he's got. He likes the answer now.
Oops, you can see me.
And I think, I love that, like bringing it in and pushing the camera out, but Dave was sort of indicating like a gathering of that energy before he starts the jumping and twirling, so maybe after the push that there should be some sort of gesture like into himself.
So he grabs it and he push and gestures into himself, like so.
Yeah, and then just from there, go with it.
I don't want to go around to the camera or the mirror. Just far this way.
I almost just say you can either do it in place or
I mean, is there a reason why when he pushes the camera away, that like, Antonio, you're walking backwards, right?
Yes.
But could he also walk backwards away as he's gathering so that there's separation of chassis towards you?
So from this angle,
Nice.
pull it in,
You don't run into
Oops, sorry. We go 1, 2,
pull it in,
in.
out.
push it back. Yeah, and then just run backwards.
Nicholas run back. I run backwards. Nicholas runs.
I think we both do. I think
We both.
when as he's pushing, he's like, you're gonna like run backwards.
So grab, and then throw.
Yeah, and then, yeah. And then you have somewhere to go for your just that.
I don't know. You can. I think. Because if I go here, then we're gonna get all.
We're gonna get the camera shot. Should I just like throw around this?
Yeah, I think so.
Taking supplies.
Yeah.
Before he starts his turn, does he do sort of a leap in the air like the Rita?
Here.
So something a eureka.
Yeah.
Back to the center.
I won't. Because what time is it?
It's 109
1:09. Oh, okay. We still got.
and 1:30.
We can try to get into the second dance phrase. We can try to get him. Where does that need to start?
I would say around here.
You want to be over there. So if we want to put him into the second dance phrase, he needs to end up in that back corner. So should we just take all those chasses, all those spins, one whole rotation and a quarter, and it'll get him here. And then what'd you say?
And so he'll be really busy before the next race.
Yeah, get him really dizzy before the next phrase. And then here, and then he can just go. Oops, I won't get in his way. Nice. I'll follow. Which way?
And then this part of the row, we'll be like full on running. You know, like that.
Yeah, I'll be on this side. And that's where the second dance phrase ends. He flops to the ground, back to here. I'm almost wondering how much music we have.
Yeah, I might need to walk through it from the beginning just to make sure I have it all in my head.
Do you want to? Could you just do it from the beginning? Maybe like an 80%.
Yeah.
So we're gonna 80% mark it from the beginning. Thanks for the tip, Siegfried. Prince Siegfried. Excuse us. We're gonna. Okay, so we're gonna go from the beginning, see where we're at, and he's gonna do it about 80%. And I'm also gonna say, could you, because I'm hearing in the music, it goes brrrr, right? So brrrr, you start it, and then there's another accent of Could you like flip over to that accent? It's really quick. Here it comes. I'll let you know. Use it. So he's drawing the question on his body. Flip. There it is. Nice. Circles. I'm going to draw the question again. He's just circling. Drawing the question with his body now. Boop, with a dot. Comforts himself. A question arises, but it falls flat. Another bigger question happens, and it goes into the first dance phrase. Dance phrase also ends in a question. He's going to internalize it, and he's going to let it flutter away. The idea was it waved into his body, into his limbs, and it's like coming out, it's coming to here. Now we're going to do the second dance phrase. All right. That was an 80%, but he still kind of went for it. He forgot about the 80%, he said. So we were like way over the music, which is totally fine. We can chop some stuff out, but is that what we're kind of going for, you guys? Does that look like?
Thumbs up.
Awesome.
Can I say one thing? The rousing box in the back makes me really nervous with the shots down and all, so maybe we should do that.
The what?
There's a rousing box upstage.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could be like 19.2, just like watching.
Yeah, we had it upstaged as a marker for like a camera angle, but it's. He's good with
I
it.
just didn't want him to jump into it.
Jump into the rosin box. So now that we kind of have this whole piece, I would say, because we kind of have a lot, let's chop some stuff off. Especially, I think in the very, very beginning, I know we can kind of chop stuff from when he's lying down. And again, you guys, we can change it to anywhere, anything we want to, you know, anywhere. Let us know if you want some things should stay or something should go. But in the very, very beginning, you're lying down, and you heard it the first time, right?
Yeah.
He's drawing he starts with a theme, and he draws the theme, that image on his chest, and then the music goes brrr and flips, and he flips, brrr. And then I think immediately, you should flip again, because it also goes brrr. It happens like 3 times. yeah, and just draw it really quickly. And then the third one, boom, and then have just go already, go.
Should I bother doing it again?
I don't think you should bother doing it again, because this should get us to where the music starts. I don't know what it is, the chimes or something. You should be about here when the chimes happen, so you should be a little bit more forward. And he's gonna draw. He draws the shape with his whole body now. You see that with a little dot in the air. And he comforts himself, and then the question arises. Boom, he falls flat. Boom, and another question happens. It's a bigger question. It takes him all the way up, and then we go into the first dance phrase. And this is all fine. And this is where I can't really tell where the music is anymore, where we are in the music. And so the first dance phrase happens. And this is the end of the first dance phrase. He's gonna take the question. We're gonna let it kind of flutter inside and float away. And from here, it's gonna go back into the body. It's gonna wave through the body, and it's gonna internal to out. It's like we're trying to bring this question out, or trying to question the question. I don't know what. And that brings us to what is the question, and this camera is the question, so we're gonna go boom, boom. Took a little shortcut. I'm gonna change my settings, and then we're gonna see what's happening, and then in, and we get pushed away, and then we got big excitement. He's just spinning. I wonder so you guys, to save time, so do you know how he had that excitement jump in the corner here, and then we said do a few spins and twirls into a bigger circle. I'm wondering if we can cut the big circle for timing wise to stay within the music, but you still spin, but you just spin from this corner. Whoa, boom, boom, to that corner, yeah. And then goes into the second dance phrase. I think that should eat up some time. I would just say do maybe two spins back there for Jay, because we don't want to take her spins away. So we do 2 spins back there to the corner, the full dance phrase. Boom, boom. And I'm going to do a better job at following, and boom, and he goes down. And I think that should tidy us up, you guys. What do you guys all think?
It looks good to me. Yeah.
Cool. Where are we at in our timing? What time is it? Suzanne, I can't hear you.
It's 1:21.
1:21.
1:21. We've got 9 minutes.
Okay. So we can try to do this whole thing again with all the corrections, with all the additions. I think we'll still have time for maybe another idea after that. Last minute corrections, or we can just, I don't know, take some ideas right now and just finish it up. I'm kind of up in the air with what should we do?
Since we have so much time, I feel like the dance is like pretty solid. I'm wondering if we should come up with maybe an entrance, because I know we're starting with some line on the floor, but what if we had before the music starts, away from him. There? Question?
Yeah, we
Just
can.
throwing that out there. I have no idea that putting that out there is it possible that you could create together.
I mean, there's a few things. I know that's great. There's a few things he can. So the beginning is he's on the ground, lying there, and is this? Obviously, I'm not here. He's lying down. We can say, how does he get there? Susanna was asking, like, does he can just walk and get there? Or we can also, again, we can also, I don't know, play with this. We can play with this. He can walk in the door.
If he's gonna walk in the door, maybe walk in the other one, back when we're out of the
Yeah, if you walk in the door and you kind of looked around, questioningly,
Yeah.
then we're talking about questions. Wow. And he looks up, he looks down, and goes to the ground, but he's searching on the ground. Yeah. Might be a bit too much. And then is exhausted.
And then we can start.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah. And you could start there.
yes, it can. Let me. So.
I mean, is that too hard for everybody?
No, I just got. I need to figure out my choreography. So I'm just gonna back away from him like so. I'm gonna change camera angles, like so, and then we'll start. We'll start the music right there from this because that's where our beginning is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me just. Can we just do a quick practice of that? So am I just gonna, oh, you can see me. Oh, there we go. There, and then, oh, come on. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm good. I had to practice.
So, yeah, I think that works. We can come in the door. I just noticed that we haven't used the audience participation phrase yet. And I'm wondering if maybe when he comes in the door, instead of like a pedestrian sort of question gestures, if he walks to his space doing the
Audience participation phrase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try that. So comes in.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
That's fine, that's good.
Cool. Oops. Come on. There it is.
And now we're at 1:27, so we can get to wrap up and get ready for our final performance.
That's perfect. I want to just show you guys again the audience participation phrase one more time. So, I think so, yeah. So we're doing it with our left hand because it reflects better on the video, but feel free to do it with your right hand if you want. So you're drawing a question mark. So you're drawing a question mark, you put the dot, and the first arms, they point together. And then you're gonna draw a question mark again, put the dot, you're gonna make an X with the fingers, question mark again, put the dot, make an O with the fingers, and the last time, question mark with the dot, you're gonna embrace. So again, one more time, you're drawing question mark, pew, boom, fingers go to point together the first time. Question mark, X, question mark, circle, and then question mark, dot. And that's our audience dance along phrase, so feel free to dance along with Nick when he comes in questioning, question along too. Awesome, so why don't we get this started? Thank you all for joining us in this Insta Ballet afternoon. We were just trying to see what different times and how it would work for people. So, but again, we kind of missed you these last 3 weeks, and we wanted to get something going again, get the creative juices flowing. So, I guess, yeah. All right, let's start this. We'll get it going. I'm wondering if I can. Don't worry, I'm here. Is it going to?
Do you want to do a little quick knock on the door when you're ready? Just so I don't give them time to come in.
Oops. I promise I'm here, you guys. We're just gonna figure this out. I'm gonna just give you a thumbs up when you close the door, and then you just come in. Okay. Let's try this. Woohoo! Take a bow. Take a bow. Woohoo! Thank you all. Thank you for joining us on an afternoon with Insta Ballet. We hope to see you guys again this Friday from 5:30 to 6:30. We'll be doing the same thing, and we'll have another dancer, Carlos Retro. I don't want to butcher his last name, but he was awesome. And he gave us some awesome, he was here in the beginning and gave us some awesome ideas. And so he will be joining us on Friday. And so that would be great. More of this. And if you continue to donate via on the Stream Elements link, our tips link, it will, just because our live stream is not going, the tips will still go in and they will still count towards us being tipped, and they will go to the next stream. And so thank you guys for listening and watching and bringing your ideas, and it was wonderful to see everybody again. And if Suzanne, if you have any closing remarks, we're good on our side.
My closing remarks. No, just thank you everyone for helping us create or in watching the process. Huge thank you to Nicholas Sakai. Oh, thanks for the donation.
Thank you for the donation.
Nicholas for dancing for us, and then also for Natalie North. She's from Orchestra Next, and she composed, I don't know if everyone heard about this, but she composed the music that you just heard specifically for this creative hour, and she was given that image that we're creating around to design the music. So that's kind of part of this particular creative hour. Also, please check our website, communityballot.org, because we have a bunch of events coming up, not just this Friday's creative hour at 5:30 on Zoom and Facebook, like we just did, but also on 4th, we will finally have a live event at the first Friday Art Walk at Capitola Wine. So we're posting details about that event on our social media platforms, but if you subscribe to our email list on our website, then you can get all that information so you don't miss any of our events. And also announce that Heart in Motion, our annual fundraiser gala, will be August 28th, Saturday. It is currently, we're thinking it's going to be mostly